in my bed, I can't sleep cause I'm woke. People like me play fair, stay true to my word cause I'm gold. People like me square up, fuck guns, run ones, run up. People like me, we just don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck at all. We just don't give a fuck, yeah. Don't give a fuck, what? Don't give a fuck, yeah. Hey, I'm a savvy dude, I never.
Darker Days, Shadows. This is the third episode of Grym Relyx. And this video is going to be about types of necromancers. Okay. There isn't a name. I haven't given any of these a name so far, but I'm gonna try to give it like a simple description or a name based on a simple description, based on the characteristics and practicality of each of these types of necromancers. Okay. The first necromancer, me, ones like me, necrosages. As a necrosage, the purpose of a necrosage is to understand and logicalize death and life simultaneously in a balance, in type of a yin and yang, the best of both worlds, but a master in undeath, to be able to detach from life and death, basically. I don't want to confuse anybody and think, oh, he's dead or some bullshit like that, right? Zombies, no. It's just, as an Aquarius type, as a Capricorn type Aquarius, I have this ability to detach. That's what Aquarius' main skill is: detachment, separation, or not separation, just zooming out. I can look at the small. As a Capricorn, I zoom in. I see all the small details. But as Aquarius, I have the ability to zoom out and see the bigger picture, right? As a necrosage, I mostly work with conversions, metamorphoses, transformations. I deal with creation, the creation part of it, rather than the manipulation part of it. Like the ordinary definition of necromancy is just manipulation of spirits, manipulation of souls, manipulation of corpses, manipulation of zombies, undead, shit like that. Right? Just manipulation rather than creating from scratch. Right? Okay. Some struggles of a necrosage is getting lost, getting misguided. Sometimes if you're not prepared to start, like you're trying to be spontaneous, it's really easy for you to be lost in the craft of being a necrosage, the lost in the practice of necrosage. But you have pure convergers. When I mean convergers, I mean people that like to convert things into something else, basically like biological alchemists who will turn like a human being into a vampire based on like genetics. Like they study genetics and some shit like that, right? They just convert. Yeah, I'm gonna put this fucking monkey blood in somebody's blood and mix it with a human and shit like I'm gonna get some shit like that, right? Those type of necromancers are more based on the physical properties of necromancy rather than the spiritual soul belief system of necromancy, okay? You don't have to be a necromancer that's always focused on the spirits. It's technically spirit work or shamanism, right? Necromancy is about both and more, but I'm gonna get into that later. You have the necromantic medics, the ones that heal death, heal the soul, heal the spirit, and heal the body and the mind. They're healers. A lot of them are either teachers of, they teach little kids, or they're in some type of veterinarian or pediatrician type roles as far as this physical world is concerned, this living world is concerned. I say they work with those type of small entities because being a person of medicine, a person of healing, the feeling of treating something vulnerable is what makes you feel achieved and accomplished. Even something that's big is hell or strong as hell, and you heal it and you're a healer for it or whatever. In your eyes, it still looks small because it needs you. Okay. These type of people carry characteristics of narcissism or superiority complex, something like that. But that's just the left hand path of it. I'm gonna do a video strictly for all of these, so don't worry if I don't mention the characteristics and description for all of them. This is just a quick rundown. The right hand path to that, the friendly people, they're the type of necromancers that can actually blend into society without a problem. They probably are like the popular type. When I mean popular type, I mean the type of necromancer that people can like, okay, rather than the type or archetype that everybody chooses to go towards. Like, not too many people want to be that type of necromancer. You have the skeletal necromancer. These type of necromancers are more historians, probably work with like archaeology, geology, astronomy, alchemy. They dabble in these things. You have the planetarian. You have the planetarian necromancer. These type necromancers practice like sacrifices and rituals and ceremonies and stuff like that. They study astrology, astronomy. Probably these type necromancers probably find a lot of fucking crystals around them, or they will probably wear a lot of crystal jewelry. My laptop died, so I have to plug it back up. I'm actually uploading a Hearthstone video. I'm in love with Hearthstone. I really am. If I have more money, when I get more money, I'm actually going to invest in the game. I love playing it, but besides the point, everything I say in my mouth just tells you a little bit about my type of necromancer, okay? You have the archaic necromancer. These are the ones that are probably hoarders. They're fucking probably hoarders. They can't get rid of shit. They like a lot of like old things. And a lot of the old things they have an attachment to, like an emotional attachment to. That's the reason why they won't get rid of it, because they feel like this is the last piece of life they really have. Like, it gives them so much life. That's the source of life. Old things are like the source of life. You have like the animist type necromancer. These are the ones that deal with animal spirits and strictly veterinarians, and like ones that fight for like animal rights and animal freedoms and shit like that. They don't like animals in the zoo. All this type. You have the robotic type necromancer, the cyborgish. I don't like them. I don't. I don't like robots. That's why I feel like it takes away so much joy from the planet. Like, it's so much joy kill. These type probably these type probably have like a really good car they really like, but the car is like really souped up. They have like a lot of speaker in the house, Bluetooth speaker, like some really good quality headphones. You probably find them around a bunch of wires and shit like that, working on something electronic. Okay. Then you have the green necromancer. I don't want to say green witch because they're two different types. Like, this type necromancer works on reviving plants rather than killing the plants. Because like a green witch and herbalist, they work on extracting. Like extractions and infusions and shit like that. That's basically what it is. Except the green necromancer works on bringing the plant back to life, if that makes sense, or preserving plants, or keeping the plants alive. So it's like, okay, how can I return the pigment back to this plant? How can I get this plant to be uplifted again? And how can I modify this plant to where the seeds will be able to live through like the winter? Okay, rather than, hey, I'm gonna take this plant and I'm gonna make this shit out of it and I'm gonna feed it to whoever want to buy it. To a certain extent, a herbalist practice necromancy, but it's not a main focus. We dealing on people that strictly focus on necromancy, or the type of art necromancy represents. You have the witch type necromancer. The witch type necromancer, you can find them on a type of social group, and they probably believe in like the video game aspect of necromancy, or these are more of the spirit workers. Let me say it like that. They believe in more of the astral and spirit type necromancy. These are the diviners, the communicators of necromancy. This is the branch of necromancy they choose to deal with because they have their own shit to worry about. They have their own shit to worry about, so they can't really focus too much on diving in the depths of a necromancer, even though a lot of them consider themselves necromancers based on scratching the surface of the art. You have the demonic necromancers. That's pretty much self-explanatory. They work with a lot of demons, just trying to summon demons and working with demons to get that job done. You have the mortician type necromancers. These are the people that really like to be alone, like introverted type people. But they prefer to be with the dead corpses rather than the living people. Like living people drain the fuck out of these people. Okay? They don't fit in. They can never fit in. Like this shit is hell. Even when they try, even if they want to fit in, they can't fit in because they're like a living dead person. If that makes sense, they're not a zombie, but they're just living dead. They live in death rather than having a balance of life and death. They're just living there, but they exist here. Like their body is here, but their mind is not. That shit is gone over there. There's so many different types of, so many different archetypes. You have like the religious or occultist necromancer. These type of necromancers like the mystery. Like you can find them watching some mystery shit or reading some mystery shit or some thriller shit. Like some fucking psychopaths. Like a lot of them good people, they got some fucked up ways, okay? They really do got some fucked up ways. They like to read books. Like almost all the necromancers I name like to read books, except for like the witch necromancy and a robotic necromancer. Those like actually doing shit or setting stuff up, if that makes sense. Like the witch likes to set up things, like structures. The robotic type likes to build shit, construct shit. And the green necromancer likes to be in nature, like hiking and some shit like that. It's probably what they do on their free time, leisure time. The cultists really study. That's basically what they do. They're studier. Then you got the Draco necromancers. These believe in dragons and they like dragon type magic. They're pretty powerful fucking people, but not the most powerful in the whole fucking necromancer types. Because dealing with dragons is like, it's similar to demons. Dealing with dragons is similar to demons, okay? Because you have to sacrifice a piece of yourself to actually get the job done. It's similar to like the blood necromancers who practice blood magic. But the thing about the Draco necromancers is that they're enchanted. They love the enchanting part of necromancy. They love that shit. Like, then you have the Fey necromancers. I'm not talking about as far as the culture. I'm talking about the practice of Draco and Fey and everything like that, okay? You probably won't ever find these people around other people that practice that same type of magic. Because they're necromancers. They want to be around necromancers unless they want to be around necromantic shit. Unless they by themselves. A lot of necromancers by themselves. But a lot of them see regular people like the undead or like the souls or some shit like that, okay? You have chaos necromancers. These are one of the most powerful Necromancers too. These motherfuckers right here, bro. They are confusing. Like chaos necromancy is the reason why they consider necromancy a dark art in the first place. Let's put it like that. It's a black magic. These are the motherfuckers that will leave you lost and twisted. Like they will take your mind and put it in death and leave it there and leave you stranded there. So like they drive you fucking crazy, like mad, insane. And you really can't understand them. You can't get to know them or anything. And they like it like that because they know that they purposely mislead. They're like little fucking tricksters and shit like that. But they do that shit on a fucking massive scale to where it's like, if you ever run into one, you probably know, because you probably wanted to kill one, or you probably wanted to beat the shit out of one. You just didn't know why. They're either a chaos magician, chaos witch, or chaos necromancer. They work with chaos some way. Unless you're the one. Unless you're the fucking chaos. And you don't like when people trying to make sense and order out of you. You like being unknown and mysterious and shrouded and shit like that. You have the tantric necromancer. These people are fucking so... Me personally, I think tantric necromancers is one of the strongest fucking people, like closer to the top notch of them all. Because sex is a powerful fucking tool, especially in necromancy. Okay, because necromancy, sex produces life in more than one way. You can, as far as pregnancy, as far as energy, as far as ideas, as far as everything, the whole concept, the whole belief around sex, for real. But we gonna get into that when I make that tantric necromancer. Hopefully, by the time I make that video, I have some names for these type people. You have like the scientific necromancer, like the Frankenstein type necromancers. Frankenstein. These people probably work with the robotic type more than anything, but they probably don't. These specialize in science itself rather than the art. They practice using like chemistry and biologies, different type of biologies and histories, and they trying to physicalize necromancy. They try to make that shit physical rather than deal with the soul. They work more with the flesh, the body. They are similar to necrosage and occultists, except necrosage works directly with the soul to make it physical. That makes sense. We channel souls as well as the body. They don't give a fuck about that soul shit. They're gonna fucking control the mind and the body rather than the soul into the body or out of the body. Okay? And the cultist is just like, hey, whatever fuck I learned, I just learned. If there's no books on the planet, then I'm weak as shit. I can't learn shit.